or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now, back to Jersey's Morning Show. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
8:37 on this Monday morning on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Welcome back to Jersey Central. It is Bert Barron. Great to have you here. Huge event is going to be happening on Thursday night, and we'd certainly invite you to join us. WCTC is going to be in Secaucus. We're going to be there for a very special event involving a book reading, a book signing. You'll be able to take pictures and purchase autographed copies of books by not one, but two best-selling authors. We had Carmine Appice, who was on the show last week, of course, the legendary rock and roll drummer. He's going to be there signing copies of his book. And also in attendance, he happens to be joining me right now on the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline. Best-selling author from the state of New Jersey. The book, of course, The Boss Always Sits in the Back. And let's welcome back John D'Amore to WCTC. John, it is Bert Barron. Long time no talk, my friend. How are you?
Good morning, Bert, and good morning, New Jersey.
I am so excited for Thursday, John. I cannot wait for this event that's happening in Secaucus. Now, you've been at this library before. You sold the place out. How great is it going to be with Carmine Appice also going to be in the house that night?
Well, I got to tell you, it's just going to be fantastic, not just because Carmine's going to be there, but because Carmine has always been one of my all-time favorite drummers, no matter which group he ever played with, from Vanilla Fudge to Cactus to Beck Bogart and Appice, and then with Rod Stewart, and then continuing on with countless other groups and session work from that point. It's not just that I'm sharing the stage with this guy, but if you could just imagine, and any of you young musicians out there or old musicians out there like I used to be, sharing the stage with one of your rock gods, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. And Carmine and I, over the last couple of years, have developed somewhat of a nice friendship. I did a reading out in Los Angeles on April 2nd, and it was just wonderful because Carmine knew that we were going to be doing this event in Secaucus, and he wanted to see, who's this guy he's going to be up on stage with.
Right.
And he came out to L.A. He came out from New York to L.A. just to watch what I do. And I think he was fairly impressed because we wound up spending that day and the next day together. And where did I bring him? Well, folks, it doesn't compare to New Jersey's, but I brought him to my family's pizzeria in Hollywood.
Wow.
So that we can have some pizza.
Nice. So we're looking forward to Thursday. Your book, of course, John, The Boss Always Sits in the Back. It's a bestseller. There's a lot of shops in Jersey where it's the top-selling title, and it's been great for you, very successful, and you're going to be there reading some chapters. You'll be selling autographed copies and taking pictures. And Carmine's book, which is called Stick It, and much like your book, I can't put his down now either. Yours was glued to my hands for an entire summer. Now everywhere I go, I'm carrying around Carmine's book. It's like stuck to my hip or something.
Well, there you go. Hopefully he signed it for you, and if he didn't, I'm sure we'll make sure he does.
Yeah.
On Thursday night. It's gonna, Bert, it's really gonna be great to see you. You have been you and your listeners, I really need to say that, have been such great fans of the book. When you first read it, it sticks in my mind that when the book first came out, I was doing all of these radio shows all over the country, and they would read, the press release that would come along with it, and then they talked to me based on that. But you actually read from beginning to end the entire book, and you were the first and really one of the few, even since then, who've been able to talk to me detail for detail about the book and how much, not just that you enjoyed it, but how much you got into it.
I did. I enjoyed every page, and before I had Carmine on last week, I made sure I read the whole book that he had sent over as well. I wanted to make sure I knew the whole story before I talked to him, but I'm genuinely a fan, John. I hope you know that, and of Carmine, too. I'm real honored. I'm going to be there with two best-selling authors. I mean, I'm the guy who's really the smitten kind of fan who's going to be there on Thursday. I can't wait. I'm excited.
That's funny that you say that because Carmine and I are looking at it that we're going to be there with you.
Oh yeah, okay. Very flattering. Thank you. But
That's it.
where in
Let
Sea
me
Caucus? Where in Sea Caucus are we going to be so that people know where to go on Thursday night?
It's going to be. Let me see if I can get that information up here real quick. So, but it's going to be at the Sea Caucus Public Library on Patterson Plank Road. Please forgive me for not knowing the address off the top of my head. When I first booked this trip to come to Jersey to do this, it started as 3 readings, and that was it. It was just going to be Union City on Wednesday night, Sea Caucus on Thursday night, and then down in Toms River at the Ocean County Library
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday afternoon. Well, that was the original plan. Once things started happening, it has snowballed now where I have 8 different events that I need to be at. So I'm pretty crazed. But one thing that I do want to do, Bert, and I've always had pleasure doing this when I used to do the readings down in what was that? Was that Edison or
We had you in Metuchen when the first book came out.
Metuchen?
Yeah.
That was it. At
Yeah.
that really great bookstore, To Be Continued.
Uh-huh.
And I'd like to do this right now. So if anyone is interested in reading The Boss Always Sits in the Back and getting a free copy of it signed by me, and here's the deal. You have to come to the Sea Caucus Library to get it. Go see Bert, and he'll make sure that book winds up in your hands. So the first caller who calls in, and you can't be somebody who's already won a copy, but if the first caller who calls in to Bert's show today to ask for a copy of The Boss Always Sits in the Back and shows up at the Sea Caucus Library, I will be personally happy to sign it and hand it right to you.
All right. Well, 732-545-9282 or 888-545-9282. If you'd like a free autographed copy of John's book that you can pick up in Sea Caucus on Thursday when we're there, we'll take the first caller to buzz in. The book is yours, and you're going to have a lot of fun coming up on Thursday. You'll get to meet John. You'll get to meet Carmine, and it's going to be a great night. So give a call, 732-545-9282 or 888-545-9282, and it's all yours.
I was listening to the show, obviously, before I got on the air, and I was hearing you talk about that murder mystery type thing that they're doing in the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's right up your alley, right?
Say it again?
Right up your alley, right?
Yeah, the funny thing is that when I used to go to dinner with these guys, it really used to happen.
Yeah.
It's not a
Right.
play that's going on. It was real life, folks.
Yeah, that's it. Well, John, listen, man, thanks for calling in. I can't wait for Thursday. You and Carmine and me and WCTC, we're going to have, as you would say, a slice. It's going to be a slice on Thursday, right?
Got that right.
All right, my man.
I can't thank you enough, Bert. You've been a wonderful fan of The Boss Always Sits in the Back, and by now I certainly like to think of you as a good friend.
Thank you, sir.
And I
Likewise.
can't wait to see you on Thursday night. And thank you very much, everyone within the sound of Bert's voice.
Thank you, John. We'll see you Thursday in Sea Caucus, my man. All right?
Take care. Thank you.
All right. Take care. You as well. All right, John D'Amore.